Welcome to our unscripted keto lifestyle. I'm Greg, and this is Stacy.
I think you had some troubles with that.
I didn't. I was trying to decide what the dog was doing out there, but nevertheless. So welcome to our channel. Welcome back. If this is your first time visiting, Stacy and I are talking about our keto journey. We have lost a collective almost 75 pounds between the two of us. I started about 2 weeks before her.
3.
Is it 3? 3 weeks before her. And
I wanted to get in a last hurrah.
It's true. You had a lot of mac and cheese in that last hurrah. There's a lot of last time I'm having macaroni and cheese. Last time I'm having macaroni and cheese. Three different instances.
Only because I didn't know people were making it.
It's the holidays. That food is plentiful. People ask me why I decided to do it before the holidays, and I figured if I was
crazy.
serious about doing this, then the holidays wouldn't matter, and they didn't. I was pretty focused on it, so I was free. It's well past time. But anyway, so Sundays we do our testing videos. We test our blood pressure, we test our glucose, we test our ketones. We do fasting glucose, we do post eating glucose, just to see where the numbers going to fall. Just going to give us a baseline of where we are, how things have changed. Because of this, I'm actually not able. I'm on a blood pressure medicine anymore, and my blood pressure came out great, as you can see here.
So my lunch today was some of the queso fresco, a few ounces of that, and this concoction that Greg made for me.
This new supplement we got, Keto collagen chocolate. It's grass-fed collagen protein with MCT oil powder. Gluten-free dietary supplement. 78 calories per scoop. The scoops are actually quite big. 18.3 grams. Total fat for about 0.5 carbs, but also 0.5 fiber. So that's a wash.
Pretty much 0.
10 protein. And keep in mind, this is collagen, so this is going to help you with your nails, your skin, all that stuff.
Your hair.
Your hair, yeah. 10,000 milligrams.
I think it also helps with bones.
Yeah, that's more calcium, but yeah. And it also has 5,000 milligrams of medium chain triglyceride powder. So, I mean, basically, this is sort of like you can add this to your coffee, make a coffee like more of a mocha in the morning, which is probably pretty good. I'm gonna try this out tomorrow. Stacy just drank some almond milk with it, and it was decent.
Yeah, it's okay. The first time I first sip, it was like
Chalky,
kind of like liquid chalk a little bit, but
yeah.
As long as I don't let it like stay in my mouth for too long. It's not gross by any means.
That's right, gentlemen. You heard it. As long as it doesn't stay in her mouth too long.
It's not gross. It's just, it's different, as is most keto stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm learning to get used to that.
So other ingredients are cocoa powder, natural flavors. I'm not sure if that's the anal glands of the beavers.
It's only with raspberry.
Oh, is that what it is? Mm-hmm. Raspberry natural flavors is the anal glands of beavers?
Mm-hmm. Which makes me sad.
Yeah, you should Google that. If you think we're lying. Stacy used to consume a lot of raspberry natural flavors and then learned that that's the case. So she doesn't have any of that anymore. A stevia leaf extract. So sweetened with stevia. Pretty decent stuff. I forget what we paid for that, but we'll put that over here. Not a lot in this. So if this is a staple, I think it's probably worth it. It is a powder, so it's probably a little easier to mix than having to mess with all the other stuff. But
yeah, and the nice thing about the MCT oil powder is that when you're using actual MCT oil, it makes your drink a little oily.
Yeah.
And it's kind of not a desirable thing for me. So the powder makes it better because then I don't feel like I'm drinking straight up oil.
I'll be right back. I gotta let the dog in. Bulletproof coffee. You add these with some butter, add it to your coffee. You got bulletproof coffee. This is what really I started with for keto. Because these two, primarily this will give you a bunch of fats in. So until you figure out your diet overall, this is a great way to get some fats in. And you can also put it on veggies. If you like, you don't want to, like, you can cook veggies in it. Just kind of put it over veggies, because veggies are already going to have like sort of an oily taste if you're cooking them in butter or anything. So you're not really going to notice it. So great way to get some extra fats in, and a great way to help you get into ketosis quicker. So definitely recommended that. Supplements. So these are the three main supplements. I just got this recently, and this has really helped me a lot with getting my blood pressure. So the K2 is important for blood pressure. This is just a dropper. You just basically, I'll show you here, because I haven't actually taken mine yet today. You just stick out your tongue, a couple drops, and you're done. Stacy takes these. This is an unopened. We have an open one. I'm not sure why we grabbed this one. Oh, this one just came in the mail today because we have a subscription. But so this one, this helps. This is like bile salts that helps Stacy break down. She doesn't have a gallbladder, as we talked about in one of our other videos. So she kind of needs a little digestive help. And this seems to have helped you a lot, right? No rashes, none of that.
Yeah, I haven't had a rash since the one time, and I haven't had the
pain in your shoulder. Pain. Yeah. So
since the one day.
So this is a good product. It's a little cheaper than the Dr. Berg version, and it seems to be just as effective. Okay, guys. So magnesium supplement, probably the most important one we have, because if you don't take some of this, if you don't get enough of it
from your food,
Stacy gets a pain in her ass. What, left
butt cheek, yes.
So yeah.
Mentioned in a previous video.
Yes. So if
or you also get pains like in your legs.
I get it in my knees, and I'll get cramps in the middle of the night, and I'll wake up and it's
I remember you talking about the foot cramps. I never had any cramps.
Yeah.
I just get the deep
bone, like
deep
raw
bone
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get those. I get the cramps. So yeah. So if you get those, and you're not taking a magnesium supplement, and you're not eating enough leafy greens, where a lot of the magnesium comes from, because your body purges itself when you're on keto. Body purges yourself of all the electrolytes and stuff, all the minerals. So you need to make sure you get the extra sodium, magnesium, potassium. Potassium is not too hard to get.
Don't get it from bananas though.
Yeah. So we do have zipfizz. Collection of the most used ingredients that we buy off Amazon. Not all of these are mandatory by any means, but these are some of the things that we found after doing 2 months. So a total collective 5 months on the keto diet. These are some of the things that we've definitely sort of adapted into an everyday type of situation. So obviously the supplements. zipfizz is a pretty staple. I have this probably 5 out of 7 days.
I drink it every day.
Every day. So
it's really good.
It is good.
And I'm worth it. To me, it's worth sacrificing 2 carbs.
Yeah, 2 carbs, no sugars. We've talked about this quite a bit in one of the other videos, but potassium, magnesium, and sodium are all in here. Sodium, smaller amount, because that's pretty easy. I mean, table salt, right? As you can see, we have a bit of a supply, which used to be much larger than this. Stacy's probably starting to get concerned that we don't have enough of a specific flavor.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
The black cherry is dwindling.
Yeah, it's dwindling. We need more immediately. I think this is her favorite. She used to think this was her favorite flavor. This would be her favorite flavor if she wasn't the only one that consumes it. She knows this is always going to be available. So she drinks this.
You know what? I really like this too, but I try not to drink it because I know it's Mason's favorite.
It is Mason's favorite. Mason, so my son, my 16-year-old son, this is his morning go-to drink. He doesn't drink coffee. He doesn't drink tea. But this is a great little pick-me-up, especially after a long weekend of studying, and he does all these...
Or a long night of studying.
Yeah, he does all these high-end classes and stuff in high school. So he's a lot better than both of us when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, and that's better than him drinking like a Monster or...
Oh, yeah, totally. Which is a lot of what kids are drinking
Red Bull,
these days.
which I used to drink a lot of.
I keep trying to get my 23-year-old daughter to switch over to this, but